Hi there, you're with Simon here at the English Coach, and today I'm going to talk to you about why success is not standard or conventional. Before we get into it, though, I would like to mention that there are some rules and there are some norms to success, and some of those rules are like this: that when you're talking about things such as your personal health, personal finances, and personal relationships, if you have serious problems in either or in any of these three things, you are putting your success at risk, or you will not be able to enjoy success to the full extent of what you perhaps could if some of those problems didn't exist, or if you had more balance in your life. So could we say that part of success is balance? Not exactly. The more balance there is in your life at the time of success, the more you can enjoy your success. The less balance there is, the more you will be chasing things around to keep everything up to date, to keep everything under control as your stage of success or your phase of success passes by. Because sometimes success is just a period of time where you're doing extremely well in something, but you're so preoccupied with other matters that you hardly pay attention to what an amazing transformation is happening in your life. So that is the idea of one of the rules, or the essence of success is to have uh, a slight balance or no big problems as a result of your own negligence. Negligent people generally don't hang on to success for very long. They can have a taste of success, but either they don't recognize it or they don't really get to hold on to it. Okay, this is a general rule that I'm sure, if it's not completely obvious, it's slightly obvious. All it is a reminder of how important it is to have a little bit of balance in your life when you're going through a period of success. What is success? Is success creating uh, one specific business inside the internet online, creating some kind of software, or is it working in a job, in a 40-hour job a week, 40 hour job a week, and get putting all of your energy into that 40-hour job and getting a promotion and having a slightly higher salary and a feeling of pride and having everything else in balance? Is it creating your own company and doing something small by yourself, but that serves a lot of people and brings a lot of value, and therefore brings you extra money that you'd never seen before, and that improved your lifestyle to a high degree? Well, success is all of those things and more. Why do we associate money with success? And can we separate money and success? I think that's a difficult question, but it's one we have to ask. And one of the reasons why money and success are aligned or connected is that it doesn't really matter what you're doing. If you're doing it on a large scale, that gives you a deeper sense of yourself and a deeper sense of your abilities. Generally, you need more resources and more investments in whatever that is. Whether you are uh, a wood carver and you carve these amazing murals and sculptures of incredible things and sell them for thousands and thousands of dollars, or you do it for a public benefit or something else, you need money to invest in your own education, your own tools, and your own creativity, or you need to be able to put back at least. And sometimes something as insignificant and frivolous as a trip to Greece or a trip to Polynesia for the summer holidays um, can be a source of creativity. Who can actually put the stamp on that and say that it's not worth it, or not going to be giving you this ability to see the world from a different perspective as you go back to your job as a wood carver or a stone sculptor, and you come back to it with all of this inspiration. That takes money even for something as naturally feeling and as artisanal as wood carving or stone sculpting. You need money, and so success is part of that, and your own ability to use money to transform, augment, streamline, expand whatever that business or whatever that skill is that you're working on requires money, and there's no two ways about it. No one is God, no one is the best in the world, and therefore we need to constantly improve and we need to constantly invest in what we're doing, and that takes money. So we can't really separate money and success. Of course, there are people who live in forests and in faraway places where they have a notion of success, but they've had to invest so highly in their own know-how, in their own wisdom, in their own knowledge to be able to do that. That if you think about it carefully, someone who is living in a big city would probably have to work half as much as that person to create that reality. Of course, in the beginning, after the person has developed the means and the structure that they need to thrive in nature, of course, they have their systems and they thrive abundantly, perhaps. But the fact is that a lot of work had to go into that. And therefore, if you look at it from another perspective, maybe everything that they were putting into it in terms of the hours of work was worth money, and the exchange was there. There was just no paper or credit changing hands. So this kind of perception that we can have success without money is erroneous in a conventional society or in a normal society. But success is not conventional, as you probably can see. You could be a successful YouTuber here on YouTube, and that's huge. That's huge. You don't need to have so many subscriptions. If you've got 10,000 people following you and you get the odd million view video, your message is important. You're giving something to the world. That's counted as a success, and I'd certainly admire that. And I watch YouTubers every day of my life, and what they put out there I absolutely love. And so they, for me, are an example of success. The other examples of success that we see, or, when we talk about underestimated success in people, are people who have created something that is not fully recognized by all of society. It's being used by a select few people. It provides a fantastic income, and it gives that person who created it a sense of their purpose or their mission on earth. Now, let's say that one of these persons, whether they are involved in some kind of recycling company where they take certain goods that would just go straight into the trash or straight into somewhere where it shouldn't go, and turn this into something tangible that is either resold or reused or dispatched in a way that brings profit. You turn around and say to yourself, well, it's useful, but it's not necessarily success. But if that person is making enough money, if that person is sustaining a family and building on their knowledge and building on their sophistication within their satisfaction and their notion of life, then that is certainly success. That is certainly a success case. So success is not standard. It could be something like that. It could be another business where you're just working in the neighborhood where you live and all of your clients are your neighbors. Okay. Okay, the most typical thing is a lawn mowing service where you do a little bit of landscaping and maybe a little bit of planting and turfing and mulching. Well, if that's the case, it's also potentially a fantastic business that could offer you a lot of success. For one, if you're working in one neighborhood close to your house, and so you're not traveling further than 2 or 3 kilometers at the very longest distance, and that these people are people that you get to know and people that you see in the supermarket, but that you can actually genuinely and authentically smile at them and know that you're doing a good business with them every fortnight or every month, and in the summer times perhaps once a week, that you form these relationships, these ongoing relationships, and have an income that would certainly get close to someone who's working in a white collar job because of the way that you've organized your time, the way that you've organized the jobs, and the value that you add to each of the clients. So be careful. A lot of young people these days, and please don't get the wrong idea about me, I'm not judging you, but a lot of young people these days have this idea that success is working for a big company, having a high salary, inventing something incredible like a new kind of car that runs on water, becoming a football star, becoming a singer, a musician that hits number one, you know, this kind of thing. Where do you get this sense of success? Where do you get the sense of conventional success? Do you get it from social media? Do you get it from television? What stops you from seeing the fact that that is not exactly success? That is more the perhaps the grandstanding, the lights, and the show of what society would like you to think that success is. But it's not true, fundamental, and creative and beautiful success that comes out of offering something different. Because here, what we lack on the earth is a diversity of ideas that are applied. We don't lack a diversity of ideas in itself. We lack a diversity of ideas that are applied from young people that hang on to one idea that reminds them of themselves and their own abilities, and that they invest and they learn and they apply every single day. So after years and years of doing it, they've created something tangible that cannot be forgotten and that influences and changes the lives of hundreds or perhaps thousands of people. And that is the essence of success. And success is not standard. Success is not a rule. There's no specific formula. Sometimes when you're using all of your passion, things seem to align. And other times you need to use all of your logic and things will still not align. So success is not standard. Success requires a multitude of things of you, including enthusiasm, creativity, vision, logic, reflection, monitoring what you're doing. And it could just be one or two of those things. It really depends on the complexity and the sophistication of that thing which will give you success. So I'd like to end this video today by saying thanks a lot for all of you here that frequent my channel and either comment or like my channel. And I hope that you can see what I'm trying to say to you today, because there is this illusion around success, and we do want to know what it means to be successful. So, thanks once again. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.